I got a bang. That's why I'm so hyped up this morning. If you think about that, you think about generations, you think about the people that you want them to be, you think about the type of character you want your children to inherit from you, think about that, okay? What do you want them to inherit from you? Money? I've seen plenty of children grow up with a lot of money and turn out to be shitty people. Because they don't know how to use, you also see a lot of people grow up with no money, right? And they end up being great people, amazing people who learn how to develop their character. And obviously there are great people who grow up with parents with a lot of money. I'm reading a book about Teddy Roosevelt right now. His family was the richest family in all of New York. I think he grew up in New York. I don't think he grew up in New York, actually. It might have been North Dakota. He ended up living in New York. But his family was the richest family. Like, they were well known around the country. And a lot of people he ended up being raised with a great family who showed him God through their family. The dad worked hard. He gave back to the community. It was just an incredible family that he grew up in, and he ended up growing up to just be an amazing man. People that grew up around his time couldn't believe how amazing he was. They would always ask, they'd always question and say, this man cannot be this good. Like, there's no way he can be this good. So you can grow up in a rich family and still grow up a great person. That's a time when the father or the family who created all that wealth created it rightly. They created it righteously with integrity. So the children can still grow up and understand the character of working hard and earning that money, saving that money, investing that money, doing good. Okay? My whole point of this video is to, instead of focusing on building generational wealth and thinking about it in a way that I need to make a lot of money, think about it in a way of, think about yourself at 80 to 90. What do you want your children to get from you at 80 to 90? Do you want them to just get a bunch of money? Or do you want them to get an inheritance of wisdom, an inheritance of understanding, an inheritance of integrity, an inheritance of responsibility, an inheritance of humility, an inheritance of hard work, an inheritance of unbreaking virtue, an inheritance of righteousness. Really think about that, because it's going to change everything that you do in the day. It's going to change how you view your job. It's going to change how you view your money. It's going to change how you wake up. When you're not doing things for yourself, but when you're doing things for the generations to come, when you're doing things so when you meet God, you can be confident in your work, and you can be glad, you can be excited to meet Him. It changes everything. So think about that. You want your children to inherit a bunch of money and no virtue, or would you rather have your children inherit a bunch of virtue and no money? I would much rather have my children inherit the virtue. But if you have the virtue, likely you're going to get the money as well. So, and probably more of it. Okay. That's all for my video. If you guys like it, I guess I'll do more. I don't mind doing these, but yeah. Have a good day, guys. Bye.